TP in the place to be. Y'all make sure before we go any further, y'all make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Y'all turn that notification bell on to make sure y'all stay in tune with any new videos I drop, or anytime I drop anything, y'all make sure, be able to be the first ones to watch it. Also, y'all make sure and comment in the comment box if there's anything y'all want to talk about. Today, we're talking about DThang situation that happened with him in Chicago. RIP him. They say, he passed away last night, Lil Durks' brother, his bigger brother. And it's just crazy because I got a bigger brother, and I couldn't even picture nothing happening to him. I know that if something happened to him, that it's just ain't no telling what could happen after that. So these types of situations really hit home for me, and it probably hit home for people who have siblings and things like that, because you have to you don't want to ever consider that situation being a situation in your life, especially when you grew up with them. And y'all talked about going old together, being grandparents, that type of stuff. So that it did touch me a little bit whenever I heard the situation, because it just is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into one of the videos. This is King Von's uncle, Range Rover Hang, speaks on the situation. So we're gonna go ahead and let him talk, see what he's talking about. Let me go ahead and get into it.
Songs with Drake, niggas ain't got songs with Drake, bro. Live your life, do your thing, bro. Your brother died, bro. You don't got to do that, bro. I'm a real nigga. I don't diss nigga. I got these bitches. I got these bitches. Y'all never, you never see the nigga on the internet say I treat a hand. Never. You never see a nigga on the internet say yeah, down. Never. We move like bosses. I don't play offense. I don't try to treat niggas. I don't disrespect niggas. But if niggas try to play, then it's gonna happen to you. We don't do that, bro. We cool niggas. If you ever meet me and tell me, you're gonna be like, man, cool ass nigga. If you ever get too with me, you gonna be like, man, he wild as hell. But we ain't on that, bro. I'm just saying, y'all don't have to keep hating on me, bro. I ain't a wild nigga. Rest in peace to DThang. If he died, I don't know if he died yet. I'm hitting on the internet, I don't know if he died. But I'm not the type of nigga y'all gotta keep getting mad at. I fuck with Durk. He BD, I'm GD, but I still fuck with him, and I fuck with his music, his movement, he making money. I'm not a hater. I love to see what he doing. Shorty up $30, $40 million. I love to see that, because I'm from one block, he's from the next block over. My daddy used to hang with Durk Daddy, Durk Daddy and GD. It's a lot of shit that y'all don't know that I don't say. Big Durky hang with my daddy. They both from Central City GDs. I'm just telling y'all, I'm not a hater, G, but Durk steady saying these niggas' names and songs. You don't have to do that, bro. This what got his brother shot. I'm not gonna say killed, because I don't know if he did, but you steady saying a nigga's name. You gotta think his brother been throwing parties for years. Nothing ever happened to DThang. Something just happened to him now because Durk steady saying these people's names and songs. So they feel like, okay, let's get up on him, because we've been seeing him all the time.
Man, if you ain't been listening, he pretty much said that Lil Durk's brother was throwing parties in Chicago or whatever for a long time. Nobody bothered him. Not one time, he was unbothered. People just respected him, I guess, and he had no issues. It just so happened to, after Durk dissed Duck, Tuka, keep dissing them and keep driving music with a lot of their disses, which in my opinion, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, you know what I'm saying? It seemed kind of extra whenever when they asked me how do I get, I told her how is the. That seemed like it was a little extra. I done listened to Lil Durk over the years. I done heard him diss, but to be honest, it's almost better whenever they don't put a name on it. So whenever he put the name on it, it seemed like a lot of situations, a lot of things came out of this situation. So, that's one thing I can say Lil Durk went against him. He shouldn't have been saying all these names as far as he is into his career, and as big as he is into his career. It's not even worth mentioning none of these names. Also, you moved out of Chicago, which means a lot of your beef should be gone whenever you move. I understand being somewhere different, away from your hometown, you feel like you can, argue back and forth with people going there, since you're not in their presence, and you can load up and arm up here. But for all the people still living in Chicago, living around them people, they might feel like the easiest way to get to you is to get to them. So that's something. And in this situation, it seemed like that's what happened. It's not, it don't seem like, it ain't like one of them situations where we wonder why everybody's trying to get at Durk. You know what I'm saying? We know why. So for them to get at somebody who was close to him, it only makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So you low key when you move out of somewhere, you gotta drop that beef off wherever you go. But yeah, we're gonna keep listening.
Like, you got to leave certain shit alone, bro. Like, Durk the man. You the man right now. Glow up and enjoy your fame, bro. Do that. You don't gotta keep saying people's name and song, bro. You don't gotta do that, bro. You cold as an artist, bro. You the best artist out. You and Lil Baby, bro. For a nigga to be on the track with Lil Baby, you stand up like he did. He stood up. He represented for Chicago, bro. Like, leave that other shit alone, bro. Stop. I'm telling y'all, stop hating on me. I'm not a hater, bro. I don't do none of that. Like, I love Durk. He might not fuck with me, but I love him because I love the shit he doing. I love the moves he making. I'm not a hater. I like the moves niggas making because I feel like that's motivation for me to grow bigger as a person and as a man, as an artist. I'm a rapper. It's like, y'all don't gotta hate on me though. That's all I'm saying. Like, all y'all in the comments be calling me like, why you ain't.
And I understand that. I understand that. I definitely understand that.
Slide. I'm not sliding. I don't got nothing to do with what happened to Dude. I didn't want him to die, but I don't have nothing to do with what happened to him. You gotta think, you don't know if Duck people sliding on him. You don't know if JoJo people sliding on him. You don't know who slid on him. Because niggas stay beefing with everybody. Bro, you up $30-40 million, stop beefing with him. If really you in a position to empower Chicago to make us a better city, you should be like, man, I ain't gonna do that no more. You could get it with Durk, you could have got it with Durk Mama. Look, here you go. Hold on, y'all. Right there, that was profound. Probably the most profound thing he done said this whole video. He said Lil Durk should have been getting up with Duck's mama, you know, to try to squash some of this stuff, to make the city turn up. Not turn up, but to squash some of the beef within the city, so that when some people turn up, it's not as, it's not as bad, or people can look at it and probably just like let them do their thing, give you the ability to go do your thing without them trying to harass you, bother you, kill you, shoot at you, all that stuff. But Durk, he didn't see that. Like, even me, I know it's crazy to say, but I watched the little interview that all the moms did, the Chicago drill moms, the ones whose sons passed away or sons were taken from us. And in that video, they mentioned Durk, and they mentioned how like Durk could low-key be like some of the chains and the things like that. And it's crazy that like after that video, he dropped the album, whatever, with the stuff that got Tuka killed. I know Vaughn said that, but boom. And then he said, how high do I get? I told him, high as Duck. See, he didn't do a lot of this and now. And he didn't take into consideration the video that was made. And I understand, you come from the same city as all these people's parents, so you probably don't care as much as outsiders would. But if people's mom, like people's children passed away, I know they were beefing with you, but they gone now, and they all come together to at least, try to come make some type of change. And they mention that you could help be the change, bro. Just be the change, bro. Help be the change. Like, what's the point in just going against all that just because you still mad? Or just because you still got homies who alive, and you feel like since they're alive and they got homies on their side that's not alive, that y'all still get the last laugh. Like, sometimes it's not even about all that stuff. Like, the war's been going on too long, and like, he could have just tapped in with Duck's mom and tried to make some type of way to squash it, to where he just wouldn't have a whole lot of beef in Chicago. It wouldn't have solved everything, but because he ain't only beefing with Duck's people, but it would have helped him, it would help him like with his Chicago situations. He wouldn't have as much beef up there. But we're gonna keep listening. That's a point he just made. I agree with wholeheartedly. They go 500,000. We go 500,000. Chicago stand up. I'm do this, that, and third. You could have took over Chicago to the point where, first of all, them niggas can't do shows in Chicago. Him, Chief, keep none of them. But you could have made it to the point where you could do shows. Look, I'm gonna hit his mom off. I'm gonna hit JoJo mom off with a couple thousand. Make yourself the boss. Well, can't nobody say nothing to you. Okay, y'all did this. Y'all done told the niggas. Get up with JoJo mama. Get her 300,000-400,000. Get up with King, with motherfucking
Tuka Baba.
with Bro Mama.
Yeah.
Get her a couple $100,000. Live your life, G. That's the difference between me. Hang and the mother niggas where y'all be hating on me. I'm a boss. Nobody. That's why nobody play with me. Them niggas don't be playing with me. You never see them niggas talking crazy. Just the same way that nigga Boss Top got on the page. He apologized to me, boy. Nobody be playing with me, boy. I'm not the nigga you play with, boy. Cause I'm a gangster, I'm a boss. Like, they BDs, that's cool. I'm not into it with them. I'm not into it with Durk. I'm not into no BDs. I'm not into that because I don't give a fuck what gang you is. I respect nigga as men, not as BD, GD, mode, none of that. I'm a GD, but I'm not mad at you as you BD. That's just what you playing. I respect you as a man. If you disrespect me as a man, I'm gonna fuck you up, or you gonna fuck. I can lose. I'm not telling you. I'm not the type of nigga that be like, oh, I'm just gonna do it. No, it's a nigga could beat me. I'm a nigga that can be beat. We all human. We all bleed the same. A nigga could kill you. Hey, fuck you, bitch ass nigga. You from you 8, 6, 7. Never tell you my page. You can get off my page.
I'm gonna pause it right there. Most real niggas go ahead and understand that. You know, most real niggas understand that concept, that anybody's touchable no matter who you are. I mean, even Julius Caesar, right? Killed by his own people, his own team. So no matter what type, who you are, how much power you have, you still touchable as a man. You still gotta eat, sleep, drink, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do all the things that it takes to be a human being. Everybody's touchable, everybody exists, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like we all, so people who typically understand those things don't create the karma that's gonna get it to go around, to come back around. They usually try to stay in the right because they know the other side. So y'all make sure and monitor people who understand those, like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you know people who understand those things. If somebody act like they untouchable, all this type of thing, you know, get away from them. Somebody act like they untouchable, bro, get away from them. Stay away from them straight up because, yeah, anybody touchable. But, yeah, the situation is crazy because, yeah, you know, young Lil Durk is doing all this talking. He's talking all to, you know, doing, you know, still dissing people in Chicago, but he's not up there. He live in Atlanta. We all know that. So for him to be doing all that, you know, in the covers of his home is going to antagonize certain people in the area to either prove that they still about it or that, you know, or it's going to make them mad enough to go do something. And this is one of the situations that happened. So, you know, it's definitely not a good situation. Condolences to his family, for sure, because a lot of situations happen around young, like Lil Durk and all his people, and it's just crazy for him to have dealt with this. So, yeah, man, y'all make sure you know what I'm saying. Comment RIP or something. Comment how y'all feel. Y'all make sure to like this video. Subscribe to my channel, man. We got some more content coming on the way. We do. Y'all make sure and just be on the lookout. Make sure to turn the notification bell on if you haven't. Every time I drop a video, you can be the first one to watch it. You can share it with your friends, share it with your family, laugh, go ahead and do whatever you gotta do. But yeah, man, this is TP in the place to be, man. Y'all take care.